The following haircut is a solid form structure cut on a diagonal forward line. Our head position for this haircut will remain upright. However, you should check with your supervisor as to the position that they prefer. The distribution of the hair, that is the combing pattern, will be in natural fall. The projection, or the angle that the hair is held in relation to the head form while cutting, will be 0 degrees. Our guideline for this haircut will be stationary. Our cutting line will be diagonal forward, and our hand action will be palm down. Prior to beginning this haircut, check with your supervisor as to the amount of length to remove. In this haircut, we will be using both primary and secondary partings. Our primary partings will be centre forehead to centre nape and centre ear to centre ear. If we put our comb on the top of the head in a balanced manner, this will allow us to determine the apex of the head, or the highest point of the head. Our primary parting from ear to ear should pass through this point. Our secondary partings for this haircut will be diagonal forward line. We will be using the wide end of the comb to make sure that we have no tension on the hair while we are cutting. It is recommended that the wide end of the comb be used when cutting solid form to avoid graduation at the perimeter line. To begin this haircut, split your section in two. Comb the hair that you will not be cutting out of the way. With the wide end of the comb the hair in natural fall. Ensure your fingers mirror the diagonal forward line and cut to the desired length. Take a small section of the previously cut side to act as your guide. Use this section to remove the length from the other side, ensuring your fingers are again mirroring the part line. Remove your length. Combing the hair in natural fall with 0 projection from the head. Remember to not cut past your second knuckle to avoid any nicks or cuts to your fingers. To check that both sides are even, draw the hair into the centre of the nape. Once you have established that they are, go on to your next section. Release 1 centimetre of hair. We do not want to release too much hair so that we cannot see our guide. Ensure that your hair is evenly dampened down. This will avoid uneven shrinkage and a possible uneven haircut result. Separate the section in two, combing the hair with the wide end of the comb, making sure that your fingers are parallel to the parting. Ensure that you can clearly see your guide prior to cutting the hair. We don't want to cut into our guide or below our guide. We are creating a solid line. When cutting the back of this haircut, I prefer to work in 2 manageable sections. To do this, I ensure that I split the hair in two continually, working on one side and then another. I find that I can clearly see my guide while I do this. Continue the same cutting pattern, fingers mirroring the diagonal forward line parting, ensuring that you are using a palm down cutting technique. Combing the hair in natural fall and 0 projection from the head. Our body position should be parallel to the section of hair we are cutting. The arrows clearly identify the line of inclination on both sides. Releasing another centimetre section, comb the hair well so it is free of tangles and easy to work with. Ensure that you are combing the hair with little to no tension. This will avoid the hair jumping upwards and distorting the perimeter line after the hair has been released. Keep the hair evenly dampened down. Combing the hair with the wide end of the comb, in natural fall and zero projection. Again, our fingers will be mirroring our parting line on the diagonal forward line. Make sure that you can clearly see your guideline before removing the length, and avoid cutting past your second knuckle. A solid form, diagonal forward line can be cut with a soft angle or an extreme angle. Be aware that the client's facial shape should determine how steep the line of inclination will be. For example, clients with a longer face shape need to have less length at the front of the haircut to avoid making their face look even longer. Prior to moving on to your next section, ensure your lengths are even. Continue the same cutting procedure until the crest of the head. The crest is the widest area of the head and it separates the interior from the exterior.